The radio has been lying, hope in the kitchen, your coat on the chair, coffee cold by the sink. We were learning the hard way how silence can listen when the room feels too loud with the things we don't say. I took a drive past the old marquee blinking, posters curled up from a summer that died. I thought about us and the songs we believed in, how they taught us to stand when we wanted to hide. Every chord was a promise we made in the dark. Every scar had a rhythm, a spark. Coffee pits, rock anthems on fire. We sing through the break, through the burn, through the wow. Love and heartbreak, hope pulling us out. When the world falls apart, we sing it back to life. Hands in the air, every voice intertwined. From the front row kids to the nosebleed nights. We're more than the pain, more than the fire. When the drums kick in, we sing it back to life. I met you by the stage door, rain on the pavement. Your eyes had that look like you'd been awake. You said this song saved me. I nodded and meant it, 'cause it stitched up a tear I didn't know I could take. Bass in the chest, piano wide open, strings like a sky we could lean into then. The crowd started breathing as one for a moment. Proof we're not broken, just bending again. Every lyric was blood in a start. Every beat kept the pieces apart. Chord ballads, rock anthems on fire. We sing through the break, through the burn, through the wow. Love and heartbreak, hope
guitar, drum kick, snare open, hi-hat crash, string pad is summer, rhythm of fear, opened ambition. Electric guitar, drum kick, snare open, hi-hat crash, sync out Elton, Southern Murphy, open ambition, proving music's power to heal, inspiring, keep dreams alive, keep it realistic and grounded. Electric guitar, drum kit, story bed, electric guitar, drum kick, snare open, hi-hat crash, string padded, set a music feel. Spy bands across the world, but keep it realistic and grounded. Strictly do not use these cliche words. Echo, whisper, dusk, shadow, embrace. electric guitar.
I was 22, broke radio humming, cracked vinyl spinning in a borrowed room. Your jacket on the chair still warm from nothing. We learned how to breathe between the tunes. Friday nights at the corner bar, hands in the air when the chorus lands. Every scar felt less like a scar when a loud guitar took our hands. We didn't have answers, just time to feel. A kick drum counting what's true and real. When the world got heavy, we turned it up. Let the noise remind us we're enough. These songs carry love and the ache of goodbye. They break us open and teach us to try. From quiet tears to a stadium roar, we find our heart on the floor once more. If hope's a fire, this is the spark. A slow rock prayer in the dark. We come undone, then rise again. Together we sing, amen. I've seen you cry in the front row lights, mascara running, smiling anyway. The singer tells our lives in 4 chords, and suddenly we're okay. Old fights fade when the piano hits, strings rolling like a steady tide. Every wrong turn we ever took finds a place where it can hide. The bass rolls deep like a second chest, breathing in, letting go of the rest. When the chorus lifts, we're not alone. Every voice says you're home. These songs carry love and the ache of goodbye. They break us open and teach us to try. From quiet tears to a stadium roar, we find our heart on the floor once more. If hope's a fire, this is the spark. A slow rock prayer in the dark. We come undone, then rise again. Together we sing, amen. Hands up, feel the crash come down. Open hi-hat, rain on town. Crunching chords, that honest sound heals the parts we never found. I don't know your name, but I know your face. When the hook gets hard, we share the same place. These songs carry love and the ache of goodbye. They break us open and teach us to try. From quiet tears to a stadium roar, we find our heart on the floor once more. If hope's a fire, this is the spark. A slow rock prayer in the dark. We come undone, then rise again. Together we sing, amen. hearts full of fire, chasing the dream, lifting each other higher. Through the dust and the pain, we held on tight. Facing the storm, we found our light. Love and loss, they burn like the sun. Every battle fought, every race we've run, but we rise from the ashes, still standing tall. The beat of our hearts will never fall. This is the anthem, this is the sound of every tear, every victory we found. Through the hard times, through the endless night, we keep pushing, we keep the fight. Remember the nights when the road seemed long. You were the fire, I was the song. Through every silence, through every cry, we kept moving forward, you and I. Love and loss, they burn like the sun. Every battle fought, every race we've run, but we rise from the ashes, still standing tall. The beat of our hearts will never fall. This is the anthem, this is the sound of every tear, every victory we found. Through the hard times, through the endless night, we keep pushing, we keep the fight. Together, hand in hand, we'll face the world, we'll face it all. No matter the pain, no matter the fall. This is the anthem, this is the sound of every tear, every victory we found. Through the hard times, through the endless night, we keep pushing, we keep the fight. And we'll never stop, we'll never fade. Our song will live on, forever unafraid. We were kids in basement, cables on the floor, a cracked piano bench, counting time by fours. Your knuckles split on strings, mine on the door. We learned how to hurt and keep playing for more. There's a picture on the fridge from a long road home, coffee at a gas stop, radios blown. Every mile taught us what the heart can take, how a song can bend, but it doesn't break. When the room gets heavy and the lights burn wide, we turn it up, let the noise tell the truth of the night. These songs carry love, carry break and repair, from the pit to the rafters, every voice
floor to hands in the air. This music heals us, pulls us together. On set list, heard strangers singing like they've always lived this. There's a scar on my wrist from a winter fall, and a drum beat that taught me to stand up tall. We rode through fights, through ran past due, through love that stayed and love that flew. Full room humming, strings lay wide. That's where the lonely learn to survive. If the weight gets louder than what you can say, let the chorus do the talking, let it show the way. These songs carry love, carry break and repair. From the pit to the rafters, every voice is there. When the amp turns warm and the crowd leans in, we find a way back, start breathing again. From tears on the floor to hands in the air, this music heals us, pulls us together. A hard heart finally give at a simple line about learning to live. 1,000 strangers moving as one under crashing cymbals and a rising hum. If hope ever needed a place to start, it's right here, beating in time with the heart of these songs. Carry love, carry break and repair. From the pit to the rafters, every voice is there. When the amp turns warm and the crowd leans in, we find a way back, start breathing again. From tears on the floor to hands in the air, this music heals us, pulls us together. Play it slow, let the last chord ring. We're not alone in what we feel or sing. When the lights go low and the night is kind, we leave stronger than we came inside. Electric guitar, command kit guitar, drum kit, kick, snare, ukulele, string pad, optional ceiling night, the harder MGF, and the power of resilience, blending rock and G with emotional depth, but keep it realistic and grounded. electric guitar comes together. Electric guitar, Christmas awareness. Electric guitar, drum kit, snare, open hi-hat, crash. String pad, optional, sit and bad it feel. String pad is rocks the world. Story cast from concrete, storage hill and wrestle, and wrestle, and wrestle, and that's about bleed. Mind full of motion, the release. Valpus main hook and emotional peak and matrix emotion. Peacock's main hook and emotional peak. Snare open, hi-hat crash, string pad optional, spread a mod, it's too broken, that's cost the walls, but keep it realistic and grounded. Sit then it's cost the wolves. Story pastor got Chris, story town and Meso, and Meso, and Meso, endless. Full of licks, some slow rock, but it's all about by blending rock power with lyrical depth. These songs inspire millions through themes of love, resilience and dreams resonating across generations worldwide. But keep it realistic and grounded. Strictly do not use these cliche words. Echoes, whisper, dusk, shadow, embrace. emotional release. Purpose, main emotional peak. Electric guitar, electric guitar, electric guitar, electric guitar, electric guitar. I was raised on backseat radios and open roads, watching town lights fade through the window glass. You said love is work, but hope is what you hold. When the map gets torn and the night feels long, I've seen hearts break over promises unpaid. I've seen faith rebuilt with a steady hand. Freedom feels close when we choose to stay brave. Put one foot forward, make a simple plan. Every doubt I carried learned to let me go. When I heard you say it's fine and start slow, run for the dream that won't let you sleep. Hold to the truth you were born to keep. Love lives higher than fear can reach. If you fall tonight, get up and believe. Yeah, the road is rough, but it's worth the run. Worth the run. We're not perfect, we're just trying again. Trading excuses for honest steps. Hands get tired We were parked by the river in a borrowed car, radio low, just a beat up guitar. You said someday I'll make it out of this town. I laughed, but I saw it, the fire in your eyes. Streetlights flickered like they knew our names. Every wrong turn felt like part of the plan. We didn't have much, just a map in our heads and a feeling that tomorrow wanted us back. All the nights we fell and got back up again, every scar just proves we tried. If the road gets heavy, I'll carry my hand. We're still breathing, we're still alive. If love's a fight, then I'm staying in it. If hope's a spark, we're lighting the flame. Freedom's calling from the other side of fear, and dreams are always worth the chase. Yeah, dreams are always worth the chase. I've seen you work through the cracks in the floor, hands shaking, heart racing, asking for more. You kept your promises, even the hard ones, paid every price that you couldn't ignore. We learned how to dance with the weight of the world, found grace in the mess, found truth in the hurt. Every mile between who we were and who we are was a step closer to knowing our worth. There were days we thought we'd lose our way when the light felt far away, but every time you said just wait, something good was on its way. If love's a fight, then I'm staying in it. If hope's a spark, we're lighting the flame. Freedom's calling from the other side of fear, and dreams are always worth the chase. No matter how long it takes, yeah, dreams are always worth the chase. So turn it up, let the guitars cry out, let the drums hit hard like a second chance. We're not running from the pain we felt, we're standing tall, this is our stand. If the night gets cold and the road feels long, I'll sing it loud, you sing along. Every broken piece, let us hear, right now is where we belong. If love's a fight, then I'm staying in it. If hope's a spark, we're lighting the flame. Freedom's calling from the other side of fear, and dreams are always worth the chase. Yeah, dreams are always worth the chase. So take my hand, we're not done yet. There's a wide open sky ahead of our names. We made it this far on faith and sweat, and dreams are always worth the chase. electric guitar, stalling loud. Electric guitar, open my hand. Strength on concrete storytelling and visual ammo, spilled with passion, hope and strength. Wow, ballads tell stories of love and heartbreak, creating music that speaks to every listener's journey, but keep it realistic and grounded. Strictly do not use these cliché words. Echoes, whisper, dust, shadow, embrace. Emotional release. Electric guitar, electric dance, electric guitar, Yiddish Ballads. Electric guitar, don't tell soul for love, heartbreak, hope and resilience, inspiring millions with timeless energy and unforgettable lyrics. But keep it realistic and grounded. Strictly do not use these cliché words. Echoes, whisper, dusk, shadow, embrace. Format requirement, format requirement. dreadful guitar and lessons, slow rock to guitar. Comme du son bon, je believe in de l'enfant de Honeybee. No perfect motion, yeah. And grounded, but keep it realistic and grounded. Strictly do not use these cliche words. Echoes, whisper, dust, shadow. Echoes, whispered ghosts, shadow embrace. Electric guitar, drunk you with Atros music, blends resilience, freedom, and emotion, delivering timeless songs that inspire hope and lasting memories. On concrete, story kind of language and visual imagery specific from passionate ballads to babbler to anthems. The music blends resilience, freedom and emotion.